Guys, what is going on? Mike Cesaroni here, back with another video. I hope you all had a great weekend and you had a very good day trading, if that is what you are doing every day like me. Let's take a look at the market real quick. We're going to take a look at how Bitcoin is performing, and we're also going to take a look at the possibilities of where it might end up. Let's take a look at that first quick before we go over CoinMarketCap. So we're on the 4-hour chart right now, and we're seeing a little bit of consolidation, which is fine. I don't hate seeing consolidation. During these run-ups, we need to see some pullbacks, and that just shows healthy growth. That's pretty much what I'm seeing right now. As long as we can hold this 83.70 to 83.20 mark or range area, I'll be happy. See, if we go over on the 2-hour chart right now, a lot of indications are pointing towards that. This is kind of, I don't want to say the bottom, but this is a comfortable area for us to rest right now until we really figure out which direction we're going to end up going. Taking a look over at the 4-hour chart, the RSI is slightly starting to curl up. And just a minute ago, it was there was a little bit more volume coming in, so we did have a RSI kind of curling towards the upside, which was a positive sign for Bitcoin. But we haven't really had much price movement within the last 6 to 8 hours. And again, I'm not at the point right now where I'm thinking that we're going to start testing the 81.52 area again. Nick, what's up, my man? How you doing? Thank you for coming in, my brother. Yeah, we're just going over Bitcoin, and we're noticing that the RSI is starting to make a little swoop, a little curl here. It's a nice little rounding bottom, which is a nice thing to see. The past 6 to 8 hours, we really haven't seen much price movement. $100 here, $100 there, but if that, we're kind of trying to find a resting ground for it right now. And as long as we can kind of stay within this area, I feel comfortable holding my position, in Bitcoin at this moment. So I'd like to see, let's see, what time is it now? It's 6:30. We have a couple hours left in the day. I would like to see, a climb back up to the 8,500 before this candle closes, which is an hour and a half away. I don't think that's likely, but again, guys, we want to see pullbacks during a run up. We don't want this to happen, because that will happen. You know what I mean? This was just not healthy growth. There's something you don't want to see, because it comes down just as hard. We want to see consolidation throughout a nice run up. So as you can see on the daily, the RSI is pointing down, and that doesn't always mean that that's kind of just the momentum in the direction that it's heading at that time. But like I said, as we look at the 4-hour, the RSI is starting to do this rounding bottom, and hopefully we can continue this pattern and just kind of curl up into an upwards momentum and start working our way back up to the $8,500 area. Right at that 55 EMA on the 4-hour chart is 84.45. So I'd like to try to retest that again and maybe get a close right around there and just continue to rally our way up from here. But I'm not mad. I'm not mad at this little pullback. It's opportunity to put yourself into a position if you truly believe that BTC is going to end up testing that $9,000 to $10,000 range within this month, which a lot of people do. I want to take a look at TRX real quick as well. TRX is just, blowing it. It's outperforming obviously every other coin in the market right now due to the mainnet launch being on the 31st. Now, there is a couple of things that I want to say about TRX that I want everybody to keep in mind, is that TRX is going to see an exuberant run up until its mainnet is launched, right? And I am going to do a video on what a mainnet is, because I feel like a lot of people throw that word around a lot and they jump on that that mainnet launch train, and the mainnet launch is coming up. So, and trust me, I do it too. I buy the news and I ride it to the top until the wheels fall off. But what I do is I sell pretty much the day before the mainnet is launched, because most of the time. And I was just doing an earlier stream on a different platform, and I was trying to think of the coin that had a mainnet launch that was done this month, and the same thing happened. I mean, there was an exuberant run up. It had massive gains. It was up, 10% each day up until the mainnet. And the day the mainnet launch actually happened, we had the price decreased about 25% that day, and that's usually the case on what happens when these mainnets are, when it is launched. So keep that in mind, guys. I mean, it's good to ride this train until the mainnet launch occurs, but always remember that in most cases, the day that the mainnet comes out and as soon as it is launched, there is a massive price drop that occurs pretty much right after or that morning. I've seen it happen time and time again. So yeah, BTC is just sitting at this 86 to 84 pretty much all day, and I'm not worried. I'm not really too stressed out about where the price is heading at this point, because we do have a lot of support. We have a support here at the 83.05. We have, but we also have a lot of resistance to get through as well. So it's going to be a battle to get through this, but I believe that we have a little bit more momentum to the upside, and I think that this is just a minor correction. That's what I'm hoping. So. That's about it. Really red day today in the market. Not many opportunity. NEO did see a huge spike at one point. I remember watching the chart as it was happening, actually, and that's pretty much due. I think Bitcoin had a. Let's see here. Go over the two-hour chart. Yeah, I mean, this fell way below. The 55 EMA on the 2-hour chart, and then just had this huge run up. I'm just surprised with NEO at this point. I mean, NEO is a very, I feel like it's lost its steam. I feel like NEO used to be one of the hottest coins in the market, and it's just kind of one of those, I don't know, it just lost, it lost its momentum in the market almost. And, I hold a lot of NEO, and it's, I try to buy more as the prices decrease, and I'm hoping that the price does come back strong. But it's really odd to me why NEO is underperforming right now, because with BTC having some pretty decent days and NEO just kind of sitting stagnant, it's just very odd to me. I'm not used to seeing that in the market, because NEO is usually one of the ones that runs right up with it. Litecoin just sitting at 134 like all day. Yeah. Let's see. Let's look at the 4-hour chart. Yeah, I mean, it's been sitting at 135, 134, pretty much doing nothing today. Another coin that's really surprising me with this price action. I expected to see a lot more out of Litecoin, in Q1 of this year. But it's just another one of those projects that kind of had a lot of news come out, and a lot of FUD thrown on it with some of their failures and what they wanted to put out, and so forth and so on. So you guys get it. Guys, go over to my Twitter page, throw me a follow. I mean, we're building it day by day. It is something that I'm paying a lot more attention to now. We are. I'm trying to be on social media as much as I possibly can. It's very hard. I have a lot of other things going on during the day, but I am going to put my attention towards towards you guys a lot more, and try to really become a part of this community as the time goes on. So taking a look at CoinMarketCap, obviously the market just took a beating today. It's red. We saw 2 or 3 green days in a row, and I was ready for with Steemit. Oh, Nick, I just uploaded. Actually, I uploaded 2 videos to DTube today. So if If you guys don't know, go over to my Steemit, and I'm going to pop that page up right now. Thank you, Nick, for reminding me about that. And this is also another video that I want to do a dedicated video on. I think everybody that is involved with cryptocurrency should be involved with Steemit, or at least have a page. Not necessarily, you don't have to post, you don't have to blog. You know, I was talking to somebody the other day. They're like, "Oh, I'm just not good on camera," and you know, quite frankly, I don't think I am either. I get caught up a lot too in my thoughts, and I kind of just mumble from time to time, if not most of the time. But Steemit allows you to kind of go on and just throw out blogs, and you get paid based on the blockchain. So it's a peer-to-peer network that you know, that just throwing somebody a like can get you a little bit of income, which is really cool, and it's an awesome way to support the community. You know, this is my Steemit page here. We'll go over to my blog section. Just Mike Cesaroni on Steem. As you can see, 21 minutes ago, I did upload a Bitcoin evening update. Also checked on TRX, basically what I'm doing right now. 6 hours ago this morning, I did a morning update. You know, and I'm starting to get a lot of traction on Steem. And let's see here, 5 hours ago, Crypto is Sweet followed and upvoted. Keep up the good work and look forward to more from you. So every time somebody upvotes, right? Every single time somebody upvotes, you get paid from the blockchain, which is really cool. I mean, I started off with and I'm not going to show you something that isn't that you can't already see, but I will show my wallet. And I started with, I think, $40, and I worked my way all the way up to $70 with upvotes and upticks, which is really, really cool. That's an easy way to show some support. You know what I mean? Like, I don't expect to, like I say right in my Twitter page, like, I don't expect to ever make any revenue off of YouTube. And if I do, cool, it is what it is, but that's not the goal that I'm shooting for. You know what I mean? My YouTube page is basically going to be something to reach the community and just let them know, hey, I'm involved. I want to be more involved, and you know, this is what I can do and this is what I can provide. But as far as Steemit is concerned, it's something that you can have fun with. You know, you can go on and post blogs. I mean, it's as easy as clicking on the blog right here. It's a little pencil logo. You know, title your blog, and just boom. You know, you can drag images. You can there's all sorts of stuff you can do with it. So guys, I highly suggest you guys to go check out Steemit. Be more part of the crypto community space and just the overall, you know, add value to it. If you believe in cryptocurrency and you believe in where it's going, I try to put my I try to get involved in as much projects as I can, blockchain based. So that's about it, guys. I mean, Ethereum, it really lost some steam today. We were up to almost, I think, let's see, let's look at the 4 hour. Yeah, we were up to 708 today, and we just had a drop. And you know, again, RSI is starting to curl up a little bit, but you know, I'm not expecting to see any big movement from Ethereum until BTC can rally and find out what way it wants to go. But any good plans at the moment? Any good plays? Brandon, what's up, man? How you doing? Thank you for coming in. Brandon, there is just, from what I'm seeing, I'm kind of waiting to see where BTC is heading at this point. And I think that's what's going to dictate the rest of the day. Like I said, we have about an hour left for the market to reset. And I'm hoping that we can gain some momentum and at least close the day on BTC at like 84. Let's see what we have for resistances here. Go over the 4 hour. I'd like to get a close above this 15 EMA. So if we can get a close in the next hour and a half around 8,400, I'd feel way more comfortable in calling out, you know, any setups. But at this point, you know, we're seeing a sea of red. There was a big mover that I did see earlier, and it was CMT. Listen, CMT, this was something that I wish I would have spotted, because it was not obvious, but if you look at the 2 hour, we had a nice little bear flag here. And if this is something that I would have saw, it probably would have been a play that I would have got into. But see, CyberMile seems to be one of those coins that is kind of moving against the grain. As BTC falls, we also have on the 4. Let's check out the 4 hour. Well, not on the 4 hour, but on the 2 hour, we do have a cross of EMAs, 15 cross to 55, which is a very bullish sign. But the RSI is it's starting to become overextended on the 2 hour, so. Something I would just keep an eye on. I wouldn't, really play a position at this point because it kind of seems like we're overextended. But I mean, it does have room to go a little bit more. That is something that you can keep an eye on, and something that had some growth. It did pretty well today. Also, Binance Coin, guys. Binance Coin, I think honestly, that's going to be my call for the year. I think Binance Coin is going to be one of those coins where, like, you guys remember last year when Ethereum was at like $30 and it dropped down to 15. I know there was a lot of price fluctuation with Ethereum, and a lot of people sold their positions because it did have a rough run to the top. But I think Binance Coin is going to be one of those situations where you can start accumulating a nice amount of it at these prices for $13-14, and by the end of this year and by the end of 2019, I truly believe that Binance Coin has the room to grow to at least a $75 to $100 coin. I mean, think about it, guys. Binance is the number one. I mean, it came out of nowhere, right? Binance, the exchange itself, is probably the most traded or has the most volume other than Bitfinex, I believe. I believe Bitfinex has the most volume, but I'd actually have to look that up and do some research on that. But Binance came out of nowhere and it took over. So obviously, all these projects that have some reputable status, they go on Binance, and people do a lot of trading on Binance. So, when you what's that saying with the shovel and I forget what it is, but buy whatever somebody's using to make money. You always want to. That's what it is. If you're digging for gold, you got to have a shovel, right? And right now, Binance might be the shovel. You know what I'm saying? Binance very well could be one of those big gainers this year, and I'm gonna call that out right now and say that I believe that at least one of the top 3 biggest movers in 2018 going into 2019 will be Binance Coin. If you guys go over on my Twitter, I did do a poll, and that is one of the coins on the poll. Let's take a look at a couple more here. XCM was a coin that I was excited about, but that's just ugly. Kind of lost interest in it, and I'm being a lot more conservative with my trades lately because just because the way the market has been behaving, it's very unpredictable right now, and I just believe we're not out of the woods yet. You know what I mean? Like we're not in a scenario where we can easily say, yeah, tomorrow I feel comfortable with saying the price is going up to 86 or 8,700. It's just not the case. Things are really shaky right now. So, I'm being very conservative with my plays, and I'm trying to be as smart as possible. And most of my money that I have been making is from shorting. Unfortunately, I don't like to say that, and I don't like to do it, but like I said, as a day trader, you need to kind of learn how to make money on both sides of the spectrum in order to survive in this market. What else do we got here? Guys, you guys want me to take a look at any coins? Storm, not much, just kind of dead the last week. Storm is one of my long-term holds. It has a lot of backing, a lot of big money backing it. I think it's just going to be one of those coins that has a big run-up one of these days and kind of comes out of nowhere. Zilliqa too. I'm waiting for Zilliqa to dig in. Probably too late to get in now, but do you think TRX is going to keep going until the mainnet drops? Absolutely. So Brandon's asking if TRX is going to continue growing and continue seeing gains until the mainnet launch is released. And I I truly think it's going to. A lot of, like I said it in my last video, a lot of reputable analysts, Crypto Cho, Silicone. I mean, a lot of guys that are Elliott Wave guys, and hey, you guys may have your own opinions about them, but they are, to me, some of the top guys in the game, and I definitely take their advice for what it's worth, and I take their advice very seriously. But Crypto Cho is Elliott Wave wise is calling a 1,200 Satoshi TRX by the time the mainnet comes out. Now, am I basing my opinion on that? No. I truly believe that it's at least going to get up to 1,000 to maybe 1,100 before the mainnet is released. But yeah, it is going to continue to rally until the mainnet is dropped to at least this resistance here. I mean, there's some obvious resistance right here at this top here. Let's see, boom. So we got some resistance right here. Can we crawl over that, get a close above it? That would be amazing. But we have what, 10 days? It's going to be on the 31st, so 10 days until the mainnet is launched, and it's already breaking out of it already broke out of its wedge and seeing significant gains in a very shaky market. And it's weird talking like Tron with like just a couple, like last month was one of those coins that everybody was just bashing. Everybody hated Tron because of what it did to people. A lot of people got in, a lot of people that were new into the market bought into Tron at its high of 23 cents and now either lost money or stuck holding bags. But a lot of people were very upset with Tron, and listen, I think that the Tron movement is I've done a lot of research into Tron, and I've thrown a lot of opinions out there about them. Justin Sun is an amazing marketer. He knows what he's doing. He has a lot of connections in the tech community. So I mean, whether you hate Tron or not, I mean, this coin probably is going to be a grower in 2018. How high it goes, I'm not really sure, but what they're doing is pretty cool. If you guys go on Justin Sun's Twitter, he posted a picture the other day of the Tron team. And let's just take a look at it real quick because I put it on. I actually retweeted it, and I said whether or not Justin Sun paid these 500 people to throw on a Tron right here. I mean, take a look at that team. Finally got a group photo with all 108 Tron Beijing office team members. We are one of the fastest growing blockchain teams, sending out one offer a day. We expect to be 400 strong by year end, exceeding Ethereum. Have a global term of 1K plus in 2019, join the revolution. So guys, what their main net launch basically is they're separating themselves from the Ethereum blockchain, and they're going out on their own. Again, I don't want to get too much into it because I want to do a dedicated video on the 5 coins that are releasing their main net this month. But Tron being one of them and kind of being the biggest name out of all of them, I think EOS is right up there with them. But more of a public name. A lot more people probably have heard the TRX and Tron rather than EOS. And just with what he's doing is just I mean, he's definitely putting a lot of hard work and dedication into this. And listen, it really could take off and become the next decentralized browser that we all end up using. Who knows? But I know that they do have a lot of things in the works, and it's nice seeing growth from TRX after getting all that hate. Brandon, thank you for that, man, very much. Let's take a look at EOS because EOS is one of my big movers of the year. So I had this arrow here yesterday because of this flag pattern that we were creating. We were kind of forming some stagnant behavior for, I don't know, 2 days straight. So it was either a price up or down, and I was obviously wrong about that. But we could put that right over here because I still believe that EOS is going to be a big mover this year. EOS is their main net. Once they're released and start, pumping out ICOs on their platform, they're just going to get bigger and bigger. And some of these coins, it may take the value away from Ethereum. It may take, it is a possibility, guys, that some of these projects can move from the Ethereum blockchain over to the EOS blockchain, and that's something that could devaluate the overall market cap from Ethereum and infuse it into EOS. Brandon asks, what do you think of DGD BTC? It's pretty cheap right now and tends to go up when BTC goes down. Let's take a look. I think that's DGD. Oh, DGD. Oh, yeah. What's it at? Let's see. So it's down 1.5 today. 191 bucks. It's got a market cap 382 mil. 2 million in circulating supply. I don't really know too much about Digix DAO. Let's take a look into it real quick. The gold. Oh, is that what it is? Is this the gold backed? Okay. Yeah, this is a really cool. If this ends up working out, this is a really cool project that Digix has going on right now. They're pretty much for every DGX equals 1 gram of gold. So they're trying to pretty much evaluate the price of gold in a coin. So I believe the price of gold right now is going for around $1,400 an ounce. So what did it just say? 1 gram. Let's see. $1,400 an ounce. So 1 gram of gold every DGX. That doesn't make sense. Huh. 191. That's expensive. But let's take a look at the chart. I mean, I do like what they're overall trying to do, and until they get it done, you can own, save, and transact gold in token-side form, keeping secure private ownership of your digital assets. Purchase gold quickly and efficiently, 99% gold, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, so obviously it's been taking a hit. I mean, the last couple of days it's been in a downtrend, and yeah, it is going against the grain, Brandon. It's going, as BTC's been climbing, this has kind of been dropping, and I would have to do a little bit of homework into that and the reasoning on why it's doing that. See, look at this. BTC is getting back up to that 84. Come on, we got an hour left, guys, to get a close above that 8,400. We need a nice close over this EMA on the 4-hour chart, and I will be very happy with that. What do you guys think of DGD? Does that make sense to you? 1 gram of gold equals 1 DGD. So there's 28 grams in an ounce, right? 28 grams in an ounce. So 191 let's see, 191 times 28 grams is 5,348. And I know the price of gold is not 5,348 an ounce right now. Is that what they're basing it on? I'm not sure. I got to look into that a little bit before I keep going on with this and looking foolish. 31. What's 31, Bert? What's 31, Nick? Don't be telling me that there's 31 grams in an ounce. $31. Okay. You got me, boy. You got me. I was thinking of 28 grams an ounce and something else. And you know what I'm talking about. Nico boy. You know what I'm talking about with that. So even that though, 31 times, that still doesn't make sense. It's not the street, bro. So what's the price of an ounce of gold? It's 1,400, I believe. $1,300 an ounce right now. I should have just went on TradingView, but so it's $1,300 an ounce, right? They want each gram to be worth 1 digit DAO, DAO, 191. Whatever. Chart wise, it's something that's it's a little expensive for me to like day trade. You know what I mean? Let's take a look at it's where it was what its high point was. We had it trading not too long ago, actually, March of 2018 at, what is that high right there? $553 for one DAO. It's not bad. It's not bad. But it's a fairly new, I believe. Yeah, that's something I'm going to look into, Brandon. And very interesting. Not something that I've ever traded though. I've never traded that coin. I've never really, dug into it and done a lot of research, but definitely now that you have brought it to my attention, I'm going to look into it a lot more. Let's see. Tron, man, just running that up. 83.95, guys. We got to get that close. We got 1 hour left. I would love to see a close above this 15 EMA just to show some sign. Again, on the 4 hour, we're starting to get that curl up on the RSI, starting to get that momentum carried to the upside. So hopefully we can get some, this right here, this curling bottom is a very bullish sign. And if we can continue this here, then I think we'll be looking good. What else? So, yeah, I think we'll end it there, guys. I think that was pretty good, man. I like this type of live stream that we can just kind of hang out and just, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Some other coins that are sitting low on 4 RSI, KNC, Lend, Link, TNT, Trig, and Waves. Waves, that is something that I wanted to look at. Thank you, Brennan, because Waves is something that I have traded and does see significant gains. See, there is a good call right there. We are seeing an extremely oversold Waves right now. Now, Waves has the potential to get some strong movement when it does. I mean, look at this. Look at these candles on the 2 hour. Let's take a look at the 4 hour. Even on the 4 hour, man, it is extremely oversold. So now we got it crossing below this 200 EMA. Every time you get a cross below this 200 EMA, to me, is a buy signal. I mean, somebody that was a mentor of mine, that still is a mentor of mine, always taught me that the 200 EMA is like gold. And that's why I have my 200 EMA yellowish, because it's, goldish. And anything reputable that's underneath the 200 EMA, I ladder myself in. No matter how low it goes, I always ladder myself into a small position until I start seeing an uptick. And you can take advantage of situations like that. And also take advantage of situations like this here. This, on the RSI level right now, is showing that it's extremely oversold. So sooner or later, whether it's tomorrow or the next day or next month, this will get momentum to the upside, and it will cross above the 200 EMA and go on a little run and get out of this hole that it's in. So that's a long-term hold, that not a long-term hold that you can make, but it's an investment that you can make, right? And sort of feel comfortable with kind of setting it and forgetting it, and maybe setting your stop losses, accordingly. You know what I mean? That is definitely something that is a strategy that I used to use and have very much success with before I started, kind of trading alts. I used to do this very much with LTC, Ethereum, and Bitcoin. And for everybody, just so everybody is aware, I just started trading altcoins a couple months ago. My main squeeze, my main coins were Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Litecoin. That's where I came from. I came from GDAX, and that's all I did. I traded on GDAX. I traded the price movement on GDAX each and every single day, and I made myself a couple $100 each day. I did very well for myself doing that, and I still continue to do that. But it is fun trading altcoins, and it's fun, just formulating these patterns and trying to, like Tron, this whole run up, man, I got into a position right down here, and I made a video. Can you breeze through the others I listed above? Yeah, absolutely, Brandon. So I had bought right down here, right? And I had made a video that I posted on my Steemit and on my DTube that this bounce, again, this is like gold to me. This 200 EMA, we saw a bounce twice. Boom, and then boom. Right when we saw this bounce, right, and this wick was all the way down. I did not buy here. I saw the wick climb all the way back up, which is a huge sign of rejection to the upside, right? If we can zoom in a little bit, that wick right there was a huge sign to buy for me. And that was right around when, a lot of the mainnet launch news was starting to get thrown around, and I was able to capitalize on these gains here. I did end up selling half of my position here and repositioned somewhere around here, and then I have not sold since. In fact, like I had stated earlier, I did reposition and strengthen off of the 15 EMA bounce earlier today. So yeah, let's go over some other of those coins. RSI, KNC, Kyber Network. Kyber Network is KNC is Kyber. Yeah, it is Kyber Network. Binance, Bitcoin. All right, Kyber Network. Very, very. I love this coin. I used to love trading it too. I actually just got rid of mine. I think it was on one of these run-ups here. And I ended up dumping what I had to put my money in BTC, so my portfolio didn't lose BTC value, and thankfully I did. But yeah, look at this. I mean, it's extremely oversold, and it's again underneath this 200 EMA. We're getting a crossover too. This 200 EMA is crossing over the 15 and about to cross over the 55. Which is kind of a sign this 55 EMA is about to cross down over the 200, which is to me a sign of possible further lows. But again, there's nothing wrong with laddering your way into a position, slowly obtaining a bit more and more. And that's what's so great about crypto is you don't have to buy a full one. You can, I think Kyber Network is what, 20... It's $1.77. 21, yeah, 21.05. So yeah, I mean, it's one of those coins that you can definitely make pretty decent profits with, because I remember just a couple of weeks ago, this was at 260. Yeah, in the $2 range. So right now, sitting at $1.77 is a bargain. You know what I mean? It's down. We always got to remember, guys, is buy the red days. You know what I mean? When we see red days like this and Bitcoin's moving sideways and the red is not caused by Bitcoin dumping, we didn't see a dump. We got as high as almost $8,600, and what we're seeing right now is a consolidation. It's a couple $100 movements, but it's causing the market to become. It's causing the market to have some sell-off, because they're putting into BTC to not lose that value. So it's a good opportunity to buy on red days, because when this resets and tomorrow morning we wake up, you know, everything could be green and up 5%, 3 to 5%, you know, and you can make some quick gains. But Kyber Network is definitely something that I am actually going to flag right now. I think I already do have it flagged, as a matter of fact. KNC. It's somewhere in here. KNC, 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 KNC. Yeah, right here. I'm gonna flag that. I'm gonna take a look at that, because that is that's very interesting to me. And I'm glad that you threw out those oversold coins, because these are positions, guys, that we can capitalize on. You know what I mean? Just go back, look at the RSI, go back in time. You know, the history is a great indication of the future. Did I say that right? I think I said that right. But look at, I mean, oversold. We see an exuberant run up to the top of that RSI level, back up to the 60s, back up to the 70 RSI. Every time it gets overextended, obviously comes down, sold, comes back up. I mean, so as a swing trader, you know, you can take advantage of this stuff. You know, and don't get aggravated either when you get a bottom out here and you buy in this position, and you get this a little bit of a run up, and then it just comes and retests the bottom of this RSI again. You know, you can either ladder yourself out as the RSI moves up, and as the price moves up, you can ladder yourself out and take profits. That's the number one thing you got to realize is that we're here to make profits. So don't be afraid to take them. You know, don't be afraid to take profits, guys. That's what we're here for. You know, we are trading, and we are spending every single day and a lot of hours and time in this market to make profits. So do not be afraid to take them when they are there. Just like I said about TRX, guys, you know, as soon as that mainnet launch, get out. Get out. And that is not advice. That is not financial advice. I'm not an advisor, blah, blah. Just my opinion. All right, what are the other ones you got? KNC, Lend. Well, now, Lend is a very Lend is a very good project in my eyes. What they basically do is if I'm not mistaken, and I hope I don't butcher this, ETH Lend is a platform that allows you to use your cryptocurrency as collateral for cash loans. Yeah, I know. I just realized that. He was telling me that I could flag right up here, right there. And I didn't see it on the XBT because it was already flagged. So that's why it was. But anyway, this is actually another one I'm going to flag, though. So what Lend is, ETH Lend is a platform that allows you to take actual cash loans out for cryptocurrency. So they hold your collateral, right? That if you have, let's say, a half a Bitcoin of collateral, and Bitcoin at the time is worth $8,000, and you want to take a $4,000 loan out, they'll pay you the $4,000 cash, but they will take your half of Bitcoin as collateral until that loan is paid off. Now, I don't know if you get to keep, so in the meantime of you paying off that loan, if you don't pay it off and the price of Bitcoin goes up to 20,000, and your half of Bitcoin is now worth 10,000 instead of 4,000, then I don't know what they do in that case. If I'm not mistaken, I believe they do pay you that, but they take a percentage. I think that's how it works. Decentralized lending. Decentralized is a secure financial marketplace for peer-to-peer lending agreements using blockchain and smart contracts. So, yeah, check them out, guys. It's a, I don't want to watch the video or go too much into it, but it's something, breaking news, blah, blah. We provide the ability to borrow even in locations where there are no banks in sight. People lend Ether to people, which means you don't need a bank account to get a loan. But you do need cryptocurrency, and they will take that. They will take that as collateral until you pay that mug back. All right, what are some other ones, Brandon? Link. Let's take a look at Link real quick. So Link extremely oversold. Again, great opportunity. If what is the overall price of Link? And I want to know the market cap as well. 42 cents. So you got Link sitting at 42 cents, down 6.6% today, right? You got an overall high of a $1.35 all-time high. And this is, I mean, extremely oversold. So again, for scalp, I don't know if I can, I don't know if scalping is the term, but I mean, look at the volatility in this, first of all. Look at this volatility, right? I mean, this is a trader's dream right here, this volatility. You buy, you sell, you buy, you sell, and more. I mean, they're riding those EMAs pretty well, except this run here. This just blew them all away. You're getting another crossover of the 55 over the 200, which is a bullish. I mean, a bearish sign. RSI is just pointing straight down. I mean, if you were to get into a position, it would. See, also no volume in the last week or so. Absolutely no volume. So look at this volume. I mean, we came from a ton of volume to just flat. And that could just be due to Bitcoin's price fluctuation in the last couple of days. I mean, Bitcoin's been through a lot this last few days, you know. We've gone from, 78 to 86 to we're moving all over the place right now. There's no there really is no telling where it's going to go. And I'm very happy to see an $8,400 Bitcoin right now. Thank you. Let's get a close above that EMA. So, yeah, I mean, buying opportunity. If you were looking to get into a position, what I would do is I would ladder myself in small, right? Slowly. Say you're using, I'm always going to use $100 as an example. Really nice seeing the way you look at a chart live, Mike. What a treat. Thank you, Brandon, man. Thank you so much. That means a lot, bro. So, if you're looking at the 200 EMA, right? Obviously, very, 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 it's way below. Mentor of mine told me, always a good buy below the 200 EMA. Now, no matter how low it goes, there's always that strong possibility, right? And I want to say almost 100%, but it's not. Nothing's a guaranteed. It's always going to get back above that 200 EMA, always, right? So in the case of if I were trading this coin, I would ladder myself into a position, right? If it continues to go further, and I'm always going to use $100 as a example. So if you want to put $100 into this coin, put 25 bucks in now, right? Set your alert. And guys, you can use TradingView. I'm going to also put a video out about paper trading on TradingView. And it's an easy way to keep track of the dollar amount that you're making. I'll get into that in a future video. I don't want to get too distracted. I have severe ADD, if you guys can tell. So yeah, look at this. I mean, dollar cost average your way right in. 25 bucks. If it goes lower, 25 bucks. If it goes lower, 25 bucks. And then if it goes straight to, if it just completely, you gotta be rational at some point and say, okay, it's either time to cut losses or, just hold on. I wouldn't be using a large amount because there's no really telling which way it's going to go. But I wouldn't be scared to throw on a 42-cent coin 100 to 200 bucks into it, ladder myself in, and see where it is next month or a couple weeks from now. Because it could, look at the volatility. It could easily get back up to this range here, and you could get a quick 10% gain. You know what I mean? So that's what I think of Link. TNT. Nico, you still there, my brother? Anything you want me to take a look at, bro? TNT Bitcoin. So TNT, not too shabby. We had looks like we had a breakout of a bear flag, right? We had this obvious bear flag right here. Let's take a look at the 2-hour chart. It might be a little bit more defined, or it might not be. Yeah. Watching BTC, brother, in on a position. You going long or short? Long, right? Tyrion. Lord Tyrion. All right, Tyrion. What are you going to do? So, yeah, this is a good position. I mean, look, long, baby. That's my boy, Nico. So, yeah, good opportunity to get in. I mean, I know TNT is another one of those cheap coins, right? TNT, Lord Tyrion, sitting at 9 cents, market cap of 41 mil, $1 billion in supply, man. What the heck? So you got $1 billion of Lord Tyrions, and I don't even know what this coin is about. Let's take a look. Simplified trust. Tyrion creates technology and products that reduce the cost and complexity of trust. Gotta have trust. Common use cases: audit trail for business document timestamp, blockchain credential. All right, lost my interest. Sorry, Tyrion. I'll trade you, but I won't invest in you. Yeah, I would say the same thing. Way below the 200 EMA, below all moving averages right now, and again, dollar cost averaging your way into a position might not be a bad idea, especially if we do get a good green day in the market. We will see some gains in this. You know, whether it's big or small gains. You know, I mean, look at this run up here that it had. You know, and this is actually after being pretty much where it's at now. You know, you see right here how it gets extremely oversold. RSI just gets completely bottomed out. It's kind of where we're at right now. And then as soon as that RSI gets bottomed out, it goes on a huge run. Not saying that that's what's going to happen again, but it's a possibility. So, you know, there's look at Tron up to almost 965 right now. Gotta love it, man. Gotta love it. So that's what I think about that one. What's the other one? Trig. And let's take a look at Trig. There was one more that you said too. Trig. Trigonometry. Got that trigger finger. Wow, that is just shit in the bed, man. Triggers. I just get so sketched out by a lot of these coins. Like, I've never heard of any of these. Like Trig. Not saying it's a bad project, but I mean, gosh, I want to know what this is about here. Triggers. Does it have to do with guns? 97 cents? What are you about, Trigger? BlockSafe Alliance. Decentralized blockchain network for sensor-based systems. So I'm guessing that it is some type of technology-based product, powering the future and innovation enhanced defense technology through providing the first and only decentralized blockchain network for sensor-based systems. All right. First thing I look at is when I do a long-term hold, right? First thing I look at when I am investing into a long-term project is the team, who we are. I want to see these faces. I want to see, sorry guys, I just closed the chat. I want to see, you know, who's in the project, who's backing the project, who's funding the project. Who are these people? You know, who is Emmanuel Rangel? Blah, blah, 13 years of experience, previous clients, Coca-Cola, Sony. So he's in the marketing. Yes, so he's the chief marketer. So he advisor and investor. This is who I want to know. Founder, CEO, Transform Group, co-founder for U.S. Army veteran. Thank you for your service, my man. I don't know. I want to show you guys what I like to see in products, right? This is what I want to see. When I look into a long-term investment, I want to see stuff like this. A website like this, a team like this, and backing like this, right? Now this is throwing me a real curveball here because this is a completely different website than the usual Storm. Why? Why is it doing this to me now? That's crazy. Well, we're not going to look at Storm. Storm is one of my long-term holds. Love it. That's about it, guys. What do you guys think? We're on our way to 84.15 right now. Looking good. TRX almost at 970, baby. Let's go. Keep that rally coming. You guys have any other coins you want me to take a look at? As far as the length of this video, I don't really care. I think we're having a good time, and it's just we're kind of just hanging out, right? I mean, that's what it's all about. ZIL, that is the... How about AMB, APPC, Nano, and REC? AMB, which one do I want to look at first? Nano. Nano. Buy. I want to. We got to make a segment on this channel, like what's his name? I forget his name every time, man. Fast Money. But I would be hitting that buy button right now. Buy. Definitely. RSI curling up on the 4-hour chart. Extremely plummeted down into the earth. Extremely oversold. I'm hitting that buy button. Way under the 200 EMA. So there you go. That's my opinion on Nano right now. I believe Nano is a strong buy. And Nano is an overall good project, right? If you want to get into that, which we're not going to because it is getting late now and we are going long. Jim Cramer, that's right. That's right. We are going on an hour long, which is okay. I think we got room for another 15 minutes or so. Yeah, man, look at this. I mean, Nano is just shit the bed. It's eating dirt right now. I mean, this mug is just trying to bury itself out of a grave right now. And it could, man. It very well could. In my opinion, this is a buy, and I think we will see an exuberant run-up with Nano in the next month. That is my call. That is a strong buy signal. That's what we need for the show, Mike. A big-ass buy button. Yeah, big-ass buy button and a big-ass sell button. For everybody watching, man, I do have plans for this stream. I have plans for this YouTube page, for my Steemit, and we're definitely going to make it a little bit more not professional, because I am what I am and I am who I am, but I want to add a little bit of fun and interaction with you guys, because that's what it's all about. This is all about you guys and giving to you guys. BTC is ripping. We love to see that, Nick. We love to see that, boy. So yeah, buy. What else? What was the other ones? AMB. AMB. All right, so I want to show you guys something. I'm going to go back to Nano real quick, right? I want to show you guys something that's real cool that TradingView has and offers as a feature. You can buy, so if you're in an exchange, if you're in Binance and you want to buy 100 Nano, right, at this price right here, all you simply do is you click buy down here, right? You see this little panel that we got that you can move around, the buy and sell panel? You can also get into it by going to paper trading and clicking on your paper trading and opening an order that way. But what you do is you click buy, you enter the amount you want to buy. I want to buy 100 Nano right now at this price, and you click buy, right? TradingView will place you in an order. Now, it is paper trading. It is not real money, but it's great practice, and I use it every single time I enter a trade. I'm going to actually I'll keep this one for an example, actually. And tomorrow we'll visit and see where Nano's at and see if we made some profits with Nano. But it's a great tool to use to see what kind of money you're making dollar-wise. You know what I'm saying? So if you're in an exchange and you're up BTC-wise in Binance, yeah, you can see if you keep refreshing the page, but it's so much easier just to come over here and look, right? And I did not mark it by that, so it is not showing right now. Orders, look at it, see? It's working. See, these are all my orders, and I use I always wondered what that buy and sell 2-bar was. So is so it's for their paper. Exactly. All right. So look it. So my order just executed. I bought 100 nano at 6399. Now, right next to the bar, it's going to show your entry point, right? And then it's going to show the dollar amount that you're making off of that transaction. So as you can see, it just went from $1.11 back down to $0, and now I'm negative 9 cents. So it actually shows you the dollar amount that you're making. Instead of having to go into your Binance or your KuCoin or wherever you're trading and keep checking on, you know, if swing trading is your thing. So it's an awesome feature that TradingView has, and I use it on every single trade I do, whether I'm shorting or I'm longing. And the amount that I have in my paper trading account is the amount that I have. I try to make it exact, so I know exactly what I am working with. So we'll take a look at this tomorrow, right? Remember that, guys. We put an order in for $100. Buy. Nano, 100 of them. And we're down 17 cents right now, but we will come back, and I'll write that down real quick. We will come back and look at Nano tomorrow to see if that overextension buy was a good call. All right, so cool. What are the other ones that you just said? APPC and REC, REQ. My cousin's texting me. What's up, Dan? I think you're watching, right? Are you watching? Not quite. Hasn't really hit the dirt yet. REQ. What's it sitting at? What is it? 22 cents or 21 cents? I always try to go by what the Satoshi value is, but sometimes it's off. So it's 18 cents. Market cap of 126 $1 million trading volume. What is REQ about? I am very curious on what that is, because I see that a lot. Request network, the future of commerce, a decentralized network of payment requests. So basically, they want to be able to send and receive money through like eBay and stuff like that. Online paying. You know, there's a lot of projects out there. See, pay with PayPal, pay with credit card. There's a lot of projects out there trying to do this exact thing. And it's almost a fight, you know. It's a fight to see which one is going to make it. It's a fight to see which one makes it to the top and which one is successful. Like Steam, for example, right? Steemit, incredible idea. Community-based peer-to-peer platform where you get paid based on blockchain activity. You're supporting someone just by going uptick and like their video. You're not getting paid by ads. You're not getting paid. It's a great concept and a great idea. But is Steam going to be the company and the project that takes that idea and brings it to the mainstream public and actually does something with it? That's similar to what REQ is, in my opinion. But looking at the chart, that is something that I would hold off on, and I wouldn't have any interest in getting into a position until I maybe see this RSI bottom out a little bit more. And even when the RSI does bottom out, it seems to take a long time to get back up there. Yeah, see? I mean, it's volatile, but not a coin I'm too familiar with, so I can't really say much. You know, it's below every single EMA on the 4-hour. Let's take a look at the 6-hour, 2-hour. I mean, it's below every EMA. You already had the crossover, which see, what I was telling you earlier, when you get the 55 crossing over the 200, I mean, that's a huge bearish signal that we're going to tank and shit the bed. And that's exactly what it did. Yeah. I'm just texting I just told my cousin it's good to go. He just saw you on YouTube. I said, yeah, go on. What the heck? Trying to get people in here. You know what I'm saying? Trying to build this community up. And there's one more you wanted to take a look at. Sorry, Brandon. See, my ADD, man, all over the place. That's why we got to get these edited videos out. But you guys let me know whether you'd like the edited or, you know, just off the dome freestyling kind of type of deal. Did we look at AMB or no, APPC? So AppCoin is something that I was all over when it came out on Cryptopia. I remember getting AppCoin on Cryptopia. That was like one of my first altcoins that I bought outside of the Binance. I like it live and real. I'm like, yeah, that's how it is, my brother. That's how it is. So, funny story about AppCoins is I had bought AppCoins. That was like one of the first coins that I had gotten outside of the Binance, exchange, and I had no idea what I was doing. It took forever to transfer Bitcoin over from Binance to Cryptopia. I remember it took like over like 16 hours. It went on into the next day, and I was like, Cryptopia is a scam. I got scammed. I just lost a couple $100. Oh well, you know. And I remember going the next day, and I checked on it, and it finally said processing. And I did that because I wanted AppCoins, right? I had heard a lot of buzz from a certain channel on YouTube that I was watching at the time, and they had said that it was a buy. So I did. I sent my money over to Cryptopia. I purchased AppCoins, and I forgot about it. I completely forgot about it until it got listed on Binance. And I think it got listed on Binance just like a couple months ago. But I remember when it got listed on Binance, my portfolio in Cryptopia almost tripled. And I ended up moving it back over to Binance, and I sold because at that time I was a little bit more of an experienced trader, and I knew to sell the news. To sell the hype and to buy the news. You know what I mean? Once that transfer went through, I knew it was only a matter of time before the price was going to dip to right back to where it was. And yeah, so I ended up making a couple bucks with that. And I'm also doing the same thing with Polymath. Polymath is, I would bet my life on it, is definitely a project that is going to be put in Binance this year. If not this year, I mean, we're in May. I mean, I would say easily by the end of this year that Polymath gets put on Binance. And I got a shitload of them sitting on another exchange. I'm waiting for the day it gets listed on Binance. I'm going to wait it out, see how high I can go, and start laddering my way out as it moves down. You know, that's what you can do with these other exchanges, is take advantage of these other exchanges and buy coins that have hype, like PunDX. You know, PunDX is a project, right, that I think is actually a really cool idea. It gives you the ability to go, and look at this, I'm already up. I bought it at underneath a cent a couple weeks ago. I bought it, it was at 0.00, it was 3/4 of a cent. And we're sitting at, and I'm sitting pretty right now actually. But PunDX is one of those coins that has a cool idea, right? That could get listed to a major exchange because their team is massive. They have already working. It's already a working product, right? It's just a matter of is it actually gonna work, right? Is the project gonna work? It gives you the ability to buy Bitcoin anywhere, which the mainstream public does not have yet. You cannot. It is hard for my grandmother to go buy Bitcoin right now.
Let's get some good food and good drinks. Now we are here at a very nice coffee place that supports our XPost device and also our XPass card. Let's buy ourselves some drinks using our XPass card. Can I have a chocolate coffee? One chocolate coffee. Yeah.
Guys buying a chocolate coffee with his crypto right now.
With the XPass card.
Okay. So it's this machine here, right?
So what I'll do is that I'll just tap the device using the card.
You tap it just like a credit card or debit card. Tap it.
Here we have it. Just bought ourselves a chocolate coffee using the...
You can buy with crypto,
card.
and you can also buy crypto.
Using my Express card.
Of course, can.
The Puni Expo.
So there you go. He's buying $5 worth of Bitcoin right now and putting it onto his card.
It also allows me to buy...
So you can go into any store that has this PundiX instead of these big ATMs. I mean, these big... the Bitcoin, Bitcoin ATMs. Boom. When I was in Philly, man, these were everywhere. They were all over. Every single time we parked, this was all over every car, which is cool. I like seeing that. A little aggressive, but I like it. They're not really around my area yet, but you know, this is a cool concept. Just having the ability to go into a store and buy Bitcoin without having to. Yeah, right? I mean, just having the ability to go into a store and buy Bitcoin or Litecoin or Ethereum without having to go to a big ATM or having to go onto an exchange. And, you know, the concept is a cool idea. And PundiX is not listed on any exchange yet. You know, I had to go on Tidex to get it. What the heck? What is Tidex? You know what I'm saying? I could lose my money tomorrow. That exchange could get shut down tomorrow. But these are the risks you got to take. It's better than putting your money into an ICO. And that's for sure. I would much rather put my money into something that's already on an exchange. And this is as close as I'm going to get to ever getting into an ICO. So PundiX. So I think that's it, guys. We went an hour, almost an hour and a half. I know there was one more that you wanted me to look at, and that was A and B. And I will take a look at that. So guys, let me just tell you real quick where you can get PundiX. Like I said, I got it on Tidex, but you can also get it on Bancor Network, CoinRail, Hotbit, bunch of different ones. But you know, market cap doesn't even know it's market cap. I mean, you know, it's a shot in the dark. You know, doesn't even have a circulating supply. You know, it's a gamble that I was willing to take because it's a use case product that's already out, and you know, I thought it was a cool idea. And they were up on Consensus, and they were up on stage, kind of promoting that thing. So we'll take a look at A and B real quick, and then we'll get going. A and B starting to curl up a little bit. We got 17 minutes left for this day candle to close, man. Let's hope we can get up to 84 and get that close up to 84. Oh, this light doesn't work anymore. TRX still working high. Best stream yet. I'm gonna cover a lot. Thank you, Brandon. Thank you very much, man. And guys, if you find value in these videos, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, share. You know, get the word out that I'm here. I'm here to stay. I ain't going anywhere. And there's a lot more to come. We have a lot more in store for this channel. And I promise you guys that. I hope you guys have a great night. And I will be back in the morning with an update. And again, I am going to get that video out about the mainnet launches and what exactly, why they exactly have price and you know, impacts on the prices and stuff like that. So I had a great time, guys. Thank you very much. I will talk to you soon, and I will see you on the next one. And for now, trade and trade hard.